I will switch to English now because our guests do not speak Spanish. So for the next time, please learn Spanish a bit. Um, the idea for this meeting came from the fact that there is an international Olympiad of geography. By the way, there are international Olympiads for all the subjects, I think. But this is or was the Olympiad of Geography. And we have invited two people from okay, we invited four actually, but two are able to be with us this evening. The four of them are with medals. So they won the Olympiad totally. I mean, four people, four medals. So I would like to present now Danielle and Atanas, the two of the medalists. They will present themselves, and then I will ask the first question just to start the conversation, and then the students from Italy, Spain, Bulgaria, and Poland will have the floor to ask their own questions, how to win an Olympiad. So Danielle and Tatanas, very welcome, very warm welcome to our meeting, and the floor is yours now. Please say a few words about yourselves, and then I will follow with some questions.
So I am Atanas, how you presented me, and I am from a town in Bulgaria, small town, but now I study and live in the capital, in Sofia. I really love geography and how you said, I had a bronze medal in the International Geography Olympiad, so um, I am very happy about it, and with a lot of work and of course studying, we achieved this success. It's
Okay,
very important to us because it was the best result for Bulgaria ever in this Olympiad.
great. Okay,
Good evening. Can you hear me?
yes, sure.
Okay, so my name is Daniil Dimitrov and I'm from Varna, which is the second biggest city in Bulgaria, and it's located in the east part of the country on the west coast of Black Sea, and it's also known as the sea capital of Bulgaria. I studied at the High School of Mathematics, Dr. Peter Beron, here in my hometown, and I'm now at the year of 11. I'm 17 years old, and as Atanas said, we are very, very proud to be part of the Bulgarian national team and hope to give you all the answers you need about our preparation and how to achieve success in many competition in different subjects.
Okay, I will start with my favorite question. Why geography? Why did you choose geography? Why not physics or biology or who knows, history or whatever? What was the geography that attracted you with? So
Well,
let me
it's your
start first.
favorite question, but I don't really like this question because I
Oh,
can
sorry.
never give a definite answer, because my passion and that I'm keen on geography came something like naturally, because my parents and grandparents really love traveling all around the world. And at an early age, I started visiting many sightseeings in Bulgaria and also in Europe. And my interests in learning and knowing more about the processes in the world and how actually our planet works um, give me the opportunity to achieve this success. And as regards geography competitions, I began at 5th grade because this was my first touch with the subject geography, not only with traveling and tourism. And I took part in the National Geography Olympiad, and that's how everything started. And since then, 6 years, I'm constantly gaining new knowledge about geography and about the world. For these 6 years, I have participated in 6 National Geographic Olympiads, 4 National Geographical Festivals, 4 European Geographic Olympiads, and 2 International Geography Olympiads. And I'm really proud to be part of the Bulgarian national team, because each student can be proud to represent its country and to fight, not really fight, but to give their best to keep the flag of his country. So why geography? I really love geography. I have interests in many subjects. Maybe we can talk about them in later, but geography is my biggest passion. Many people do not really understand what geography means. They think that geography is just learning some facts by heart. For example, what's the capital city of Brunei, or what's the height of Aconcagua. But geography is not actually this. These are the main, the foundations that are needed to learn geography and to be good at this subject. But geography is something really more complicated. It explains actually how the work works and all the processes related with it, why it rains here and why it's cold on the north or the south poles. And also explains the globalization processes and all the economic events that happened in the modern society. So if you start learning geography, it is not that easy as it looks. And we are not just learning by heart some facts, but geography teaches us how to think correctly and to give some the best opportunities and the best like solutions for the problems of the modern world. And I have a really favorite example about the interdisciplinary communications, I would say, because last year's Nobel laureates in the sphere of physics won the research, has made a research that gives an explanation of the atmospheric circulation, which is actually to a certain extent related with geography. And that's everything that I could say why geography. Maybe later, if we may make a discussion, we can answer your questions more.
Okay, I hope so, to make a
Yeah, I
discussion.
hope so.
Okay, Atanas, for you. Thank you.
My passion in geography started also in fifth grade, because in Bulgaria we learn geography from fifth grade. And my teacher really made the lessons interesting so that we can learn easier, and we can mm, learn more from this what is written in the books. So we can search for new information, look for other things that are not written down. And I think that geography is very interesting because it's not a science that can function on its own. It can have many links and connections with the other sciences, and mm, there's so many that like geology, climatology, and many others that you can learn one of them, but it is very connected to other sciences. And I think that geography is also very important for our world, because
Okay. Something has happened with the internet connection, probably. Okay, we can't hear you, Atanas. Well, you can follow a bit later when your connection will be more stable. What Danielle started with was traveling. So many people think that geography is related to, I don't know, traveling and tourism and sightseeing and so on. But Danielle several times mentioned that it's not, I mean, geography, yes, but practically in this world, which is not multicultural only, but multi-scientific, I don't know. What would you like to say about that? what are other sciences or subjects that are related to geography? Although you didn't like my question. Why geography? Okay. Can you tell us, please?
Maybe I can start. Okay, about the other subjects that are related with geography, I mentioned physics. I'm also keen on physics and I participate in competitions in this sphere also. And as I go over the classes and the grades and as I mature, I really understand that the things that we learned in the physics classes really gives me the opportunity not to learn by heart, for example, what's the direction of the day breeze and the night breeze, which is a wind near the sea coast, but to explain to myself how it works because of the difference of the temperature. This causes difference in the pressure, and that causes exactly the movement of the air masses. Another subject that is very important and it's related with geography is the chemistry, because in geography there are many processes related with water. For example, the caves that we really love visiting are exactly formed by the dissociation of carboniferous rocks from the water. And physics and chemistry are the main two subjects related with nature geography. And as regards economical and political geography, which is the other part of this science, the statistics are very important because we use this, I could say, field of study because it's related with mathematics and statistics. They give us a more complex view how the world is developing. For example, what was in the past century or 500 years ago, and what's the state of the world now. And we can make predictions on how to develop our society in order to achieve a better communication, I could say, between the humans and the nature, because it's very important to preserve the nature and our earth, because we cannot live without all these nature phenomena and all the flora and fauna that we explore and unfortunately many people do not take care of.
Okay, which means biology as well. As a biologist, I may say that. So it's kind of merging all these sciences, economics including. Yeah, I haven't thought about economics, but yes, there is
Yeah, it
geography.
is a
Yeah.
strong connection between
Well,
different
Tatanas,
subjects.
for you, this multi-scientific thing. And I would like to invite people from the audience, please, if you have any questions, here they are. Ask them, please. Okay, Atanas?
Hi, I'm Sylvia from Polonia, and I have a question. What field of geography
Who
are
will
your
answer,
favorite and
Daniel or
why?
Atanas? No, Emil, who will start?
Maybe both.
We can't hear you, Atanas.
Okay, Nasco, if you want, you can start if you have a good connection. Okay, I will start first.
Yeah, because we can't
So
hear you.
my favorite part of geography is the relief geography, I could say, because I really like learning new forms of the relief, how were they formed in the past, and how they are going to develop in the future if the nature processes continue to work. And another favorite question that I really like, the opposite of yours, what's my less interesting, I could say, part of geography,
Okay.
and most of the geographers don't really like it, is related with nature resources, for example, coals, gas, oil, and where they are exported from the earth from inside the world.
Is this part of the economic geography?
No, it's
Or
part of the nature geography, but
I see.
we don't really like it because we should learn where we can
Okay,
find
yeah.
minerals, where we can find oil, as I said, or
Okay,
something
yeah.
like this.
Okay. Atanas,
Sorry, what was the question? Because I lost my
which is
connection.
your
I'm so
favorite
sorry.
part of geography? And less favorite, as
Oh,
Danielle said.
maybe my favorite part is the science called geomorphology, where we study about the relief of the Earth. So about the mountains, all the forms of the Earth's of the Earth. So mountains, plains, mm, all the lakes, rivers, all that. That is for me very interesting because it combines the nature, and so it includes also can have an
Mm,
economic side because have it can have opportunities to develop many things in our world. So I think that's very interesting because when you travel, you see all these things, and it is very interesting to understand how they formed and how they function now. And I don't know about the least favorite side. Maybe the economic side is a bit difficult for me because it includes a lot of mathematics and mm, things that are very difficult for me. I don't know how to explain
okay.
it.
Okay. Is there any mathematician? Because I don't like mathematics neither. Okay, you have 3 questions in the chat. Can you read the chat?
Can I ask one
Oh,
question first?
yes, sure.
Yeah.
Go on,
Okay,
Malvina.
so I'm Malvina, I'm from Poland, and I have a problem that I am very bad at geography and I can't motivate myself to learn it. So do you have any tips on how I could like encourage myself to learn it, or like how to improve myself, generally speaking?
Okay.
Oh,
Who you will answer? Who
this
has
is
the clue?
This is an interesting question because many people don't understand the essentials in learning geography. And how Daniel mentioned, it is not only learning the facts, what is the capital of this country, or what is the um, some facts and figures. It is more than that. It is how to understand and how to learn the process of how the earth functions. And maybe by understanding the um, how to study geography um, is the important in learning it.
Do you mean
Uh,
the logic?
yes, the logic in learning. And this happens with a lot of reading and a lot of thinking besides what is written in the pages. Maybe look up for information in the internet. We know that the internet is just it has um infinite information for us, and this is what I can say.
Okay.
I cannot good tip. Travel, travel, and don't stop traveling, because from my point of view, the best way to learn about the location, for example, of things, is by seeing them in real life. And from in my opinion, if you do not really like to read many pages, many books, because it's needed, if you travel, if you go to see the next city, even it is not needed to be far away from your city. If you go to the next street and see, for example, the museum or the monument, you will learn much more from seeing it and exploring this building, for example, in real life, rather than learning about it and seeing it on a picture in the student book.
I definitely agree. I love traveling, so definitely agree. So Malvina, start traveling. This is the tip.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think that's a good idea, honestly.
absolutely. So
Thank
you
you.
have here a question about your how do your teachers prepare and help for the Olympiads? Can you see the chat, Danielle and Atanas?
Yeah, we can
Okay,
see it.
so you have few
Uh,
questions there. What
okay,
about
I
the
can
teachers?
about the teachers not only in geography but in all subjects play a key role, because when we are younger, for example in fifth grade, when we are at the age of 10 to 13 years old, we do not really like studying, and we prefer to play, for example, football in the backyard rather than staying on our table and learning. So the teacher is the person that should motivate us to learn their subject, and not only to read, but to be patient and to listen to them in the classes, so we can transfer our passion when we get older to our children or for the younger students. So the teacher is very important in every subject.
Okay, Atanas, your opinion?
Yes, that is very important. The teacher should motivate us, but in Bulgaria, most of the teachers don't actually speak English, which I think is mm, um, which is not for the good of the students, because the Olympiad in geography is held in English, and all meetings, so the information in the internet also is in English. Um, and knowing foreign language is very important for one teacher, and the teacher is the one um who can uh, who can teach new information, new things can that can motivate children in
Okay.
classes.
Okay. Did you see the second part of the question? I liked it very much. What about the other teachers? Do the other teachers treat you more gently than when you are preparing for the Olympiad? So is there any difference between the attitude of other teachers when you are preparing for the Olympiad? I like this question.
Yeah, it's a very good question. Actually, I don't really like to be treated gently, because if they treat us like we are flowers, I could say, we won't succeed. Teachers should be strict and not at the extreme part of the strict, but they should uh, w- take care of us, I would say, and not to allow us to miss a lesson or stop learning the subject. Teachers should be strict from my point of view, because this
Okay.
is the key to success.
Do you think the same, Atanas?
I'm telling that to my students tomorrow.
Okay, they are here and listen. Atanas, your opinion is the same?
Yeah, I share the
Okay.
same opinion, but
Okay.
also maybe geography helps us understand other things in other subjects. So uh, it is more easier for us to learn new things. So um, mm, it is good to learn geography because it helps you.
Okay. There is another question. How many days is the Olympiad? And how many hours do you have
Yeah.
to study per day?
I am very interested in knowing about the very fast point. I guess you are very good readers. So when you started to study geography, how start? How is the method for every student?
Well, each student has its own attitude to
Mhm.
studying. But as regards geography, it is very important to work with maps, because maps are the foundations of geography. And every time I start studying geography with my student book, I always have a map or a globe next to me in order to see where exactly the things I study are located. And as the technologies develop, nowadays, even at schools, we use like Google Street View in order not to see it on 2 dimensions, but to be able to see the world in 3 dimensions and to feel like we are at the place we study about. So maybe the best method to study geography is not only by reading, but also by improving our imagination and thinking logically on the world, not only as a strict thing that we should learn.
And
exactly.
traveling, you said, traveling.
Yeah, traveling, of course.
Okay, so many questions about how much time did you prepare? How much time did you spend preparing? And if the task of the Olympiad are difficult?
So we were selected for the team for the Bulgarian team of the Olympiad in July. So we had 1 month to prepare, and the Olympiad was in the middle of August. So we had 1 month to to prepare our English and geography in English, but preparing for such a big event is not only in 1 month or even 2 months. It is even more. It is years of studying and exploring what our Earth has.
Okay, which means accumulation of knowledge practically. Okay,
Yeah, I
there
can
is
add something about the International Geography Olympiad this July. The selection were held in July, as he said, and from then on, nearly 25 days, I didn't go out from my house in order to prepare in the best way. And when there is an important event, we do not see our friends, for example, for over a month or 2. In last year, there was a time that I didn't see them for 3 months because I studied for many competitions.
okay. Well,
So I have got
not so easy, not so easy. Okay, Ola, sorry.
I've got a question. If it's very difficult to you, if you don't see your friends for such a long time.
Yeah, it's okay. let's go.
Okay, I will start. You can add something. It is very hard because they give you support. They give you the things that can make you go through the Olympiad or win a medal, of course. But it is very important to have them. And with the technologies we have, we can call them. We can have a video chat, and it is um, also good. But the physical contact mm, is just nothing like that. Mm, I think that the friends and the family help you, and also the teachers. But there are many things that can help you to win a competition like this.
Okay.
I can only add that we sacrifice our free time and our outdoor activities, but in my opinion, everything we did has worth it, and the cost has paid us back.
Okay, medals, great. And there is another question. If you connect your future with geography, what do you think about your future? Geography or something else? Or
As a bachelor degree, it won't be geography, but in master's degree, maybe I will study something like geography information systems that are developing nowadays and will be very important in the future. But we have time, and the time will show us what to do. We will follow our dreams, and we will see what will happen in the future.
okay. And you have another question here. If you have access to the university without exams, if you are winners of an Olympiad?
Yeah, good afternoon and congratulations both of you for your success and passion in learning all kind of subjects too. My question is, if you were a secondary teacher, you had to encourage your students to love geography in general terms, which lesson would you choose to teach as the first one? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very good question. I have thought of it many times in my life. If I were on the place of my teacher, what will I say to my students in order to keep their at the I could say to keep their passion about my subject. And the first lesson that I will start maybe will be the best sightseeing in the world, because when students see something like that is very monotonous, I would say, a big statue or a good zoo, for example, uh, they will that will attract their attention to the lesson, and therefore in the future they will listen the other part of the geography. So I will start with the tourism geography and the best sightseeings in the world.
Okay, great. And there was another question, okay, about university. You will answer probably later. Which is your next country to visit? Which is your dream to visit?
Well, maybe Nasco, if you want, you can answer first.
Okay. Um, like a geographer, one geographer cannot have one country that he wants to visit. He wants to see the whole world.
Me too, me too. Although I'm not a geographer.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because every place on earth has its own beauty and special things that attract you to it. So I cannot say especially special country or a place where I can visit right now.
Okay. So your dream is go around the world. Okay, Danielle.
I cannot, as the pandemic crisis came 2 years ago, nowadays it's very difficult to make predictions where will we go in the future. But I could say, as I heard that there are many people from Poland, my last trip was in December 2021, and I came to Poland, and I really enjoyed my visit. I really liked the country. So that's my last travel. In the future, I hope to travel more. And as the last 2 years we didn't have competitions, I will say in real life, we did all the competitions in Bulgaria, and we should have traveled in at least 5 or 6 different countries participating in different competitions. So in the future, I hope that we will be able to visit all countries in Europe, and maybe we could go to America or Asia. I don't know. As Nasco said, I really like traveling all around the world. I do not have one country that I want to visit.
Okay. And there is another good question. At any time, did you want to stop learning geography? Can you see it? Have you ever had a breakdown and wanted to stop learning geography? It's from Julia.
That's a good question, actually, and many maybe everyone has thought about it. To stop mm, to not have when you don't have motivation to do anything, but when you have success and have an achievement, this motivates you even more. And with every success and every good result, you motivate yourself to study even more. So I think that's the answer. That's my answer.
Okay.
I have a different view on this question. If you want to stop learning geography, you cannot. You will ever learn something new about the geography of the world. Because if you want to stop learning geography, you should stop going out. You should stay at home and do not see anything outside, because when you see the weather forecast on your phone, you learn geography. When you go out and use your, for example, GPS to locate your school and to go there by car, for example, you are related to geography. Geography is everywhere, and it's not needed to say, I'm going to study geography on my table now from 8 to 9 o'clock. You learn something new about the geography of the world every day, every hour, I could say every minute.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like chemistry. Chemistry is all around us, along with geography. And here somebody has asked, what about your non-academic interests?
I think that developing non-academical interests and doing things that you like and it develops you as a person, and doing what you like mm, is the best thing you can do, because it can be always can be related to geography, because the geography is all
Okay.
around us.
Okay. Natalia, you can
Hello,
switch on
yes.
your microphone. Okay.
So I'm Natalia from Poland, and my question is, because at the beginning of the discussion, you told us that some people just don't see sense of studying geography and all that. And I was wondering the whole time, did you have that much support from others, from your family, friends, or were you just that much determined to study and keep on going, even if sometimes maybe it was more difficult or harder?
Well, maybe I can begin. As I said, maybe I have inherited my passion in geography from my grandparents and parents. My granddad has traveled a lot all around Bulgaria, exploring new mountains and new tourist roads. And as I said, it is very important to give our knowledge to the next generations. And I'm proud that I have a little brother who is at 6th grade now. He's 5 years younger, and he's also keen on geography. He's at his first years at this subject, but I hope in the future he will continue exploring the world and seeing all the interesting in
Great.
our planet.
Great. Atanas?
Oh, maybe the interest cannot be held in you. You can always talk about geography or travel with friends, and that's how you learn geography, by with fun activities, I think. And mm, yes, geography is not only in books. It's one thing that you can explore just by going out. And mm, you can mm, discuss with friends or with the teacher in class. You can do many things so that you don't keep your interest only in you, but talk about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So any
I
other
have,
question? Okay.
I have a
Hi.
question either.
Okay, something
Well,
happened.
you first, then I'll ask my question.
Okay, thank you. I'm Kasper from Poland. When you have your Olympics, do you have like a strict amount of material you have to study, or you have to just know, like, geography, like everything?
Wait a second, please.
Maybe I can answer. There are some teams and some like points that are posted in the website of the International Geography Olympiad, but every year they are different, and every year the material you must learn is very different, so you don't know what will be on the exam. So I think that you can learn, you must learn everything. Like it's not only two or three things that you can learn. Mm, it's a material in many different subjects and many different sciences mm, that include geography in them.
Uh, Okay, I turned off my microphone in order to go to get my book. As we said, we had 25 days to prepare for the Geography Olympiad, and I will show you. This is the book. It's 700 pages. If you can see it, how thick it is. That's the book we had to read. That's a university book that is that the students in Oxford are taught, and we had to read it, and many other books we have read in our life. For example, I would say that we have read at least 15 student books that are at least 200 or 300 pages. Yeah, it seems a lot, but as you prepare in the time from, for example, from 5th grade, in these 6 years, all the knowledge accumulates and you learn new things that over stack, I would say, on the previous learned. And yeah, we should learn a lot. Unfortunately, geography, as Nasko said, is constantly developing and the world is constantly changing. So each year the things are new. For example, if last year you have learned that the population of this country is, for example, 20 million people, now today it could be 15 or it could be 28, for example, millions. So we cannot use our knowledge from 3 or 4 years ago. We should update our data and our knowledge, even not each year, but each month, because things are changing.
Okay, not an easy task.
I have a second question. My name is Martina and I'm from Poland. Do you have a favorite geographers who's inspired you?
Okay.
Well, I think I don't have exactly geographer that inspires me. There are many people that inspire me through my way to geography hills, I would say. But at first view, he's not exactly geographer, but he has traveled a lot, as I said. He's a mountain climber and his name is Boyan Petrov. Unfortunately, he lost his life a few years ago, climbing one of the highest hills in the world. He's famous for that. He has climbed over 10, I think, of the mountain hills that are over 8,000 meters. So he really inspires me because of his power of spirit and his motivation to achieve his dreams.
Okay, great. Atanas, do you have anybody who is
I never
leading you in geography?
I never really thought about it
Okay.
before. It's a difficult question and I cannot
Okay,
think of
fine.
anyone. Sorry.
Fine, okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
Okay.
Danny wanted to ask something.
Yes, yes. So, hello everybody. I'm also Daniel and I'm also from Bulgaria. And I wanted to ask you guys a very interesting question, in my opinion at least. Would you rather become a guide or a geography teacher at some point of your life?
Guide, you mean tourist guide?
Yes.
About the tourist guide, I don't think I will become a professional guide, but I really love exploring the city with other people. For example, if some of you came to Varna, you're welcome. I will show you the city. And as regards a teacher, a geography teacher, fortunately now, as we have geography classes as extracurricular activities, I'm proud that I am able to help my teachers and to prepare some of the younger students, for example, to help them with my experience, because students are those who know exactly what's needed about the Olympiad. So being a teacher is not easy, but I enjoy it. So
Okay.
I don't know in the future what will happen.
So you help your teachers with the future people presenting.
Yeah, with the future geographers.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That's great. Okay, Atanas. Anything to share or?
Maybe I am on the opposite side. I don't really have an interest to be a teacher because it is not easy, and it is very important role in our society. And I don't think I just don't have the interest. But the thing with the travel guide with tourism is a lot more interesting for me.
Well, unfortunately, to be a tourist guide involves many other things which are boring and annoying, I think, my opinion, but fine. It's not just go around and say good things about what you see, but many other kind of organizational things and so on. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Keep it up.
And I have a question. And hi, I'm Amalia from Poland. And have you experienced the rat race in preparation for the Olympics? Did it motivate or demotivated you?
Can you repeat the beginning of the question, please?
Yes. Have you experienced the rat race in preparation for the Olympics?
Nasko, you or me?
I didn't understand the word retrace or something else.
A rat race, what I have heard. Could you explain, Amelia?
Yes, it's something like someone wants to be better than you.
No, like competition.
You mean as a competition?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Maybe I can answer, Nasko.
Yes, yes.
I could say that the success this year in geography, in the International Geography Olympiad, the key in the success is that all 4 guys that we didn't have something like a competition between us. Yeah, we participate alone and each other want to show his best, but we worked as a team in our free time between the rounds of the Olympiad, and we lived together for over half a month. We became friends. We studied together. We solved exercises and problems together. So I didn't feel something like a competition between us. But yeah, in my life in the past, at my class and at school, we had a competition between different students that want to be the best in the geography. And I don't think it is good, of course, because this motivates you to develop your knowledge. But to be the best, it is needed not only to show your knowledge over the others and to push them down, but to grow together by helping each other and by supporting your classmates and other geography students, for example.
Okay.
Well, my another question is that one of you wanted to start lessons in school about traveling. And actually, I was wondering if you ever heard about Drew Binsky. He's a guy who in October visited Saudi Arabia, and it was his last country, finishing his journey around whole world. And he's the guy who visited literally every inch country in the world. And just I was wondering if you ever heard about him or something, because he's pretty popular.
I'm not sure if I heard about him,
I
but
haven't
2 or
definitely.
3 months ago, I watched a movie about a guy who has traveled around the world almost twice in each country. But I'm not sure if it's the same person. I don't know about us. Maybe.
I don't know him especially, but I know, yeah, a lot of people who traveled the world, and that's just amazing. There are also Bulgarians who travel, not all, but most of the countries in the world, which is amazing thing to do.
Okay. Well, more questions? geography and traveling and geography all around us. Something else you would like to know? And probably I can ask if Danielle and Atanas would like to say something more which we didn't ask or which we have no idea they would like to tell us.
Maybe we talked about almost everything around the Olympiad and all the things geography, not all, but most of the things geography
Okay, most of the
includes.
things,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, the like conclusion of all the discussions, I can say that traveling is the most important thing in geography, and by traveling you explore yourself and the world around you. So yeah, thank you for all the questions.
Great. Traveling, I like that. Okay, anybody else who would like to ask?
Great. Yeah, great. Congratulations to edit your first book. And what about editing a geography book for secondary schools? I encourage you to do it. Sure, it'll be a success too. And we can translate it in Spanish, English, whatever.
Anna, it was a bit difficult to hear you. There was an echo.
Oh, really?
Could you
Okay.
repeat, please?
Yes. It was a great idea to edit his first book, and my congratulations again. And how about editing a geography book for secondary schools? I encourage you to do it. Sure, it'll be a success. And we can translate it. We could translate it in Spanish, English, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be very good to be translated in different languages.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Start writing. Okay. Probably first they have to graduate from their schools, you see, to finish the study and then start writing.
Once he's finished that, he can do it. Sure, he'll do it. I encourage you, really, to do it.
Okay. Once again, I'm inviting you if any other questions.
Maybe if you have questions in the future, you can contact us via social medias, for example.
Fine.
Because we are at the same age, it will be good.
Yeah.
To transfer some information.
Yeah, you are kind of 17, I guess. Yeah. So the people part of this meeting are also around 17. So yeah. Okay, if no more questions, I don't see either here. I think we can say thank you to Atanas and Danielle for being with us, for accepting our invitation to be with us. And sorry that the other two people didn't come, but well, next time, as I usually say. And thank you for the questions. If anybody feels that we didn't answer his or her question, please, now is the time. Okay. So thank you, Atanas and Danielle. Thank you very much for being with us and answering our questions. And okay, we wish you success for the next Olympiad. Medals again. And probably we can organize one more meeting with with other young people to see how to prepare for the International Olympiads. Okay.
Thank you. It was a pleasure for us to participate also.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Okay.
Yeah, big meeting. I'm very impressed about your hard knowledge about geography.
Okay. Thank you very much. And okay, see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Good evening.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a
Bye.
great evening.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye.